Chrome don't get you home.
That's right. I think it's more functionality and toughness. You know, bold looking wheel. Like this one's pretty cool. I like the machined inner spokes here.
Josh.
Huh?
We're rolling.
We're filming? Hey, what's up guys? Josh from Trail Built back in front of you guys today because we want to find out how do we choose that right off-road rig. Maybe we're in the market, maybe we're looking to get into off-roading and we just don't know where to start as far as our off-road vehicle, right? So first things first, what is the intended purpose of that off-road vehicle? You know, is it something where we're looking at daily driving it and then hitting the trails on the weekend? So it's got to be somewhat capable on-road and off-road, or is it a rock crawling monster buggy race car high horsepower machine? I mean, there's a lot of different options out there, but number one, we got to figure out what is it exactly that we're going to be doing with this vehicle, because that's going to make a huge difference in what type of vehicle it's going to be. All right guys, so we decided what kind of off-roading that we're going to be doing. The next thing that we got to look at is the performance of the vehicle that we're looking at. So is this something that we're going to be able to basically turnkey, just jump in and go hit the trails, or is it something that we're going to have to extensively modify? So there's a couple different ways there of looking at the performance of the vehicle depending on what kind of off-roading we're going to be doing. So if it is just mild trails on the weekend, maybe you can get by with maybe a Jeep Cherokee or Wrangler or something simple like that, or if it's going to be a rock crawling buggy, then we know we're going to have extensive modifications to do. So number two is we're going to be looking at that performance or that capability of the vehicle that we're looking at for the type of off-roading that we're going to be doing. So we know what we're going to be doing with the vehicle, we know what the performance of the vehicle is, or maybe we know to look for what kind of capabilities the vehicle has. So next thing we're going to want to look at is that parts availability. So if we're doing long trips or we're in another state and you have something break on you, are there going to be parts available to get your off-road rig repaired and back up running again fairly quickly? Or is it going to be more of a rare vehicle where you may have to order those parts online, you're going to be sitting there for a while, you might have to get the vehicle towed back home. So number three, a big one to watch out for is that parts availability. All right guys, so the next thing we want to watch out for is that aftermarket support. Is this a vehicle that has a lot of aftermarket components readily available? So if you're looking for recovery bumpers, or you're looking for aftermarket axles or suspension, or even wheels and tires, can you go to trailbuiltoffroad.com? Can you find wheels and tires for it? Can you find suspension for it? Is there an aftermarket support? Most importantly, and that's why I saved it for last, is our budget, right? So that's obviously one of the most important things when we're looking at choosing the right off-road rig is it going to fit in our budget? Now, if we're looking at buying something that's already been built, or is it something that we're looking at buying cheap and maybe slowly investing in aftermarket parts and building it as we go along? So biggest things that I can suggest from my own personal experience is take whatever budget you think you're going to spend on your vehicle while building it and take that and double that, because there's a lot of little things that you'll run into when building an off-road vehicle that you may not consider initially. So if you're looking at spending $1,000 extra when looking at a rig, take that and times it by 2, so maybe $2,000 extra. So, and you can take that in steps. And plus, not to mention, when you head on over to trailbuiltoffroad.com, we do have a company called Affirm. You can get 0% financing on there, so it definitely helps out making those types of purchases affordable in our budget. So anyways, that's all I have for you guys. If you do have any recommendations on anything that you guys can think of when looking for that right off-road rig to build, go ahead, let us know. Drop them in the comments below. Other than that, don't forget guys, hit that subscribe button. That way you guys can hold on to the ride with us. As always, we appreciate all of you for watching. I'm Josh from Trail Built. We'll see you guys next time.